Hello friends, welcome to youtube.com oblique Dr. Ved channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor and Head Veterinary Medicine. We discuss here a very important part of the bacterial disease, the tetanus, and treatment aspect in part 7. Here we discuss half of the treatment to shorten the video, treatment section 1, and another half we will discuss in treatment section 2. We, we discuss here the treatment of tetanus. For the treatment, the clinician has to follow 4 principles of treatment, and all are required. Clinician cannot avoid any one. First principle is neutralization of circulating free toxin. If the clinician neutralizes the toxin, well, there are early chances of recovery. Second principle, destruction of tetanus organism. It is also required simultaneously because of the if the organism is there, it continue produce the toxin. Third principle, relaxation of muscle to prevent asphyxiation. This is also required because of the tightness or spasms of the respiratory muscles, that is asphyxiation. So it requires relaxation to stop the death of the animal. And last, fourth principle, supportive care. The first principle, neutralization of free toxin by tetanus antitoxin. Tetanus antitoxin, in short, it is called as TAT or anti-tetanus serum, that is ATS. The tetanus antitoxin neutralize only circulating free toxin. The toxin which is bound is not neutralized by TAT. Remember, this TAT therapy should be started as early as possible without delay because all the symptoms, spasmodic contraction of muscles, fixation of respiratory muscles, are due to toxin only. So neutralization of toxin should be done first. First principle, neutralization of free toxin. TAT should be administered intravenous because intravenous injection rapidly increase the antitoxin level and has a fast and immediate action to neutralize the toxin. Free toxin in blood will be neutralized by antitoxin. So it is a fast action. TAT administered intravenous is better than intramuscular or subcutaneous route. Intravenous directly enter the blood. Intramuscular or subcutaneous route will take time to absorb. So action will be delayed. Otherwise, it also neutralizes the toxin, but action will be delayed. Now, before giving the intravenous injection, it is better or advisable to check any hypersensitive reaction to T10 because we are giving intravenous. How to check the hypersensitivity, that we can discuss in the next video. Talking about neutralization of free toxin, here I have mentioned the test to check hypersensitivity to TAT. When you give the intravenous injection, it is better to check hypersensitivity to TAT. Inject 0.1 to 0.2 ml of TAT intradermally or subcutaneously. After 15 to 30 minutes, check for hypersensitivity reaction, inflammatory reaction, or a wind formation at the site of injection. If there is hypersensitivity reaction, then it is advised not to give intravenously. The TAT dose may be mixed with saline and administered through intravenous drip very slowly. It may take a period of 30 minutes and can be repeated at 12-hour interval. So when slow intravenous drip is given, there is comparatively less problem. Talking about the first principle, neutralization of free toxin, we have neutralized the circulating free toxin by giving intravenous intramuscular cut. The TAT can also be injected locally in the wound to neutralize the toxin at the local site, because there are more toxin at the local site. So that is also required to be neutralized. The good results are achieved by intrathecal route of giving TAT in horse and dog. This can be achieved by giving TAT injection directly into the spinal cord or into the subarachnoid space through cisterna magna. So here we are injecting TAT directly into the cerebrospinal fluid. That gives a very good results. So if techniques are perfect, one can give through TAT through intrathecal route also. Discussing the first principle, neutralization of free toxin, we have given the TAT treatment, intramuscular, intravenous, subcut, and locally at the wound. But along with this treatment, the affected animal may be immunized with tetanus toxoid for active immunity. But doctor, remember, use different site for TAT injection and for toxoid injection. Please don't mix antitoxin and toxoid together. Again I tell you, use different site for injection of TAT and for the injection of toxoid. Don't mix these two injections together. Never mix. Friends, here we have discussed half of the treatment of tetanus. There are four principles of the treatment. All are required to be applied or administration. The other part we will discuss in other videos. Please share this information to veterinarians and veterinary students to promote the channel, subscribe the channel. Thank you very much for observing this video.